Hey everyone, welcome or welcome back to Sacred Light Tarot. This is Anna, and I am a bit torn. Welcome to Monday. um I had 3 cards fall out whenever I was shuffling this deck, and I was going to use it again. I'm wondering if I should put them back. My intention was to put them back, but I'm really feeling drawn to go ahead and use them to read. There are 3 cards, and if you know me, whenever my spirit guides do drop cards to the table, thank you guys again so much for liking, subscribing, and for making sure to let me know how and if this resonates with you in the comments down below. I would greatly appreciate it. Whenever my spirit guides drop things to the table, it is not by accident. So with that in mind, I'm going to keep these up. Excuse me. Burp. The Two of Wands, the Seven of Pentacles, and the Five of Pentacles. I feel like you are choosing to abandon something. There we go. I'm feeling like you are choosing to make a choice. You're standing at a crossroads. Something has closed out, and you are choosing to choose a different path, leaving something behind and completely redirecting your focus onto, and this is kind of in line with what I saw for the week ahead, but just a little bit different. We're getting more context now. I didn't even pick out a deck yet. So let me do that now. Sorry, guys. This one. There we go. The other mermaid deck. I have a lot of decks. It's kind of my thing, yeah. The King of Pentacles underneath the bottom of the main deck is telling me that you are in the process of mastering your own stability. Now, if I remember correctly, we were talking about for the week ahead, taking a look at what it is that you want to stand up against and what it is that you want to stand up for, and the uncertainty of whether or not it would be stable. I feel like you've already made that decision. See, that's what I mean. Whenever you watch the reading, right, then the timeline shifts. So you've already shifted. You've already watched the video. You've already said, oh, okay, so this is what is coming. This is why we watch tarot, by the way. I see what's coming, and I know that I'm going to go ahead and take proactive action now. So, the Two of Wands, you're going to pick a different path altogether. Leaving something out in the cold and investing elsewhere, the Seven of Pentacles. Going ahead and planting those seeds and nurturing them in a different garden, a different field, whatever this is. If there was ever a choice between something from the past or something that you have fond memories with and something else, you're going with that something else. I definitely see that here because it is in the best interest of your stability, the King of Pentacles. Okay. The Four of Swords, there we are. And there's that Page of Pentacles. Yeah, you've learned what it is that is going to be healing. I feel like where you were resting on this and trying to decide what action you should take, now the answer becomes clear here. Because we have the King of Pentacles, we have the Four of Swords, and we have the Page of Pentacles. This is a student. This is a message. I feel like you are sending a message, or you are learning what it is that is going to fill you with a sense of mental stability. No back and forth. No if, ands, going back and forth, wondering what you should take. And the Magician underneath of this. Virgo and Gemini energy. Mercurial energy. This is something that you manifested. And if properly aligned, you can manifest very, very quickly. Just saying. Sometimes the Magician is saying, screw the manifestation and the waiting around for the universe to deliver and for me to do the hard work. I'm going to go ahead and make that choice for myself. I'm going to go ahead and start creating with the tools that I have at my disposal. And I'm going to go ahead and plant that seed. The Seven of Pentacles there is a seed at his feet, and he is actively tending to that garden. Or it can be looking back at the past and saying, okay, do I want to continue planting here? I feel like with the Five of Pentacles preceding the Seven of Pentacles, the Two of Wands here saying, yeah, I made a choice. I left this behind. And I have already planted the seed, and I'm already continuing to build toward my stability, the King of Pentacles, Virgo, Taurus, and Capricorn. Very, very stable energy here. And very decisive. All right, what is this Two of Wands? What is this Two of Wands, please, ladies, if you would? What is this Two of Wands? I did not even get the chance to pull any oracles. I will here in just a bit. What is this Two of Pentacles? Or Two of Wands, sorry. The Three of Cups. All right, we saw that before. I had mistaken that for, I said it was either joy or reconciliation. It's joy. You're making a choice to go down the path that leads to something that is joyful, that fills you with a sense of joy, celebration. You may be even celebrating this choice in and of itself, right? The Three of Cups. Yep, the Nine of Swords. It is. We had the Nine of Swords before too. You're conflicted. You are stressed out about this. It means going out on a new adventure, completely new path. One filled with the promise of joy, but also you're stressed about it, and that's completely normal. Especially if you're leaving something behind, and it feels like you're leaving safety and stability behind. But you do feel very, very confident about this. I wouldn't say confident. You have a strong emotional pull toward this. The King of Cups. You're managing your expectations. In fact, I feel like you're controlling your not your expectations, but your emotions. You're controlling your emotions, and you're saying, with a controlled heart, I pick this path because I know it's going to lead toward joy. All right. The Five of Pentacles. There could be some casualties along the way. The Knight of Pentacles. This is something that you're going to have to plan for. And I feel like it may be a period of struggle. All right. The struggle bus. Yeah. I may be independent. I may be picking a path that puts me in a place where I have to watch my spending. I have to watch what it is that I have to plan for this. In fact, I may have to go ahead and start planning now. I'm looking at all the different options, and I'm starting to daydream about this new future that lies ahead after I leave this behind. For some of you, this is something that has been holding you back, something that you've yet to, yeah, there we go, there's that Eight of Cups. You're walking away into the unknown. It's a difficult journey ahead. Yes, it is. But it's leading toward the Ten of Cups, ultimate wish fulfillment. Personal, yeah, all 10 of your cups being full. I always say ultimate wish fulfillment, and that makes me think of the star. This is not a manifestation come to fruition, but this is ultimate wish fulfillment. This is saying all 10 of my cups are full. I want for nothing on an emotional level. But you do have to leave something out in the cold. You have to stop investing in it. Or this is an acknowledgement that, yeah, I'm going to go through some difficult financial times, but it's worth it. Because in order to get to the 10 of Cups, I have to go on this long, arduous journey, and it means leaving some emotions that are of no use to me behind. But I'm daydreaming about, oh, this joy. And I can see why there's stress here, because that, what I just described, is quite stressful. To be daydreaming about walking away from something, taking some time to really calculate a budget, how you're going to afford to do this, knowing that there may be tough times ahead. Even if you are doing this, even if this means that you're going it alone, the Five of Pentacles, you could be taking no one with you. You could be ghosting everything and going off on your own path. You're saying it's worth it. It's worth it so that I can plant new seeds and reap the rewards and benefits elsewhere, so that I can begin growing something that is everlasting on a new path. You're stealing your nerves here. The King of Cups, you're stealing your emotions, managing your emotions here. The Seven of Pentacles, what is the Seven of Pentacles that we're investing in? The Ace of Cups. There are a lot of emotions here that I feel like you're sifting through, and in the process, you're nurturing your stability. We had the King of Pentacles underneath the bottom of the deck. We have the Queen of Pentacles now here. This could be a matter of you saying, I do not choose this King of Cups. All right, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. I do not choose. You may be choosing what is stable and that you have great emotion for. I feel like the emotional aspect here could be giving you stress. This could be stressful emotions. This could be emotion over stress, emotion of what to give to in an emotional sense. What you want is joy instead. So you may be leaving behind something altogether that has been emotionally stressful, so that you can start again with the Ace of Cups and nurture your stability instead. It feels like you're choosing stability over emotion. I'm not going to lie. But it also feels like there's emotion here in nurturing your stability, like relief. That joy that we were looking at over here. The Four of Pentacles. Oh yeah, you're locking it down. You're saying, I'm coming to a place where I feel emotionally stable. Where I feel stable financially, where I feel stable and content, where I can hold on to what I have. You may have been in a place where you were giving too much and it was being taken for granted here with the Five of Pentacles. That could be the case that you're leaving behind. There is something here having to do with an overflowing sense of emotion. It may be relief. It may be processing all of the emotions that you have gone through here, because I see the Three of Cups, the King of Cups, the Seven of Cups, and the Eight of Cups here. That's a lot of cups. And you have stress surrounding this, and you have learning, and then you have, okay, now it's time for me to, in order to begin planting or growing this new stability, I have to go through all of these emotions and figure out how to stabilize myself and to nurture my own stability. The Three of Wands, this is something that you have been waiting on, as opposed to the Three of Wands from the week ahead, which was definitely about turning your back to the past and heading out toward something brand new. I see that you already did that. You made that choice. All right, the Knight of Swords, and you're doing so with truth and clarity. You're moving very quickly ahead. The Three of Swords, underneath of that, yeah, I felt like there was pain here. Emotional pain, disappointment, whatever this was in the mind space, it was certainly stressing you out. Swords are of the mind, and I always have difficulty with this card because, yes, I do know that the heart and the mind connect. But yeah, this was pain that you were experiencing. It led to your expand. 333 here could be significant. Yep. 333. Three of Wands, Three of Cups, and Three of Swords. You're leaving this behind as well. There's a lot of things that you're leaving behind. Maybe even just the thought of giving to this in an emotional sense was draining. 1414. Ooh, okay. Justice. I feel like you are rebalancing with whatever this is. Your Nine of Cups. You're rebalancing, or you are recommitting to your own personal wish fulfillment. You are re-solidifying the truth of what your wish fulfillment is. You're making a judgment call on that judgment underneath of that scorpionic energy. The Knight of Swords. Rushing forward with truth and clarity. I feel like once it all clicks, it's like your heart opens up and you really do see where stability lies. It lies within you. And I feel like whenever you gain this stability, you're learning that with stability, the Four of Swords here as well. I feel like with that stability, so you're moving on from heartache and you are beginning to heal here with the Four of Swords. Taking an emotional, a mental reset here, an emotional break. Achieving emotional stability. Emotional stability, mental stability. You're finally able to rest after you really figure out and place your stamp on, this is my plot of land, this is the crop that I'm planting, this is what I'm investing into. And it's true. And it is personal wish fulfillment. But it is going to require, I will tell you this, we stop at the Seven of Pentacles. This means that you are going to have to, and I figure, I see that you feel this with the Ace of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles. You're going to have to start fresh in love or deal with whatever emotions are still in that cup. But one thing that you do know is that you are going to need to nurture this stability, this Seven of Pentacles. Queens nurture, kings command, or master. So you're saying, yeah, I have to nurture this first before I can get to that King of Pentacles where I am the master over. I may have already mastered my emotions whenever it came to this decision and this choice, this pain. I'm now in a process of healing. I can move forward with truth and clarity. I know the truth. Libran energy, Scorpionic energy. Let's see here. We have Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Virgo, Taurus, and Capricorn here, and the King of Pentacles. Really, that is all that I have. But I mean, yeah, you've made that choice. The one that you were struggling with, I feel like on Monday you're really making that choice. Maybe even tonight you're making that choice. You may allow this person to plead their case and then make your decision. But I feel like for most of you, you've already made this decision. In fact, I feel like you made it even before you watched the video for some of you. That's kind of the feeling that I'm getting. Like, you knew that if perchance this came back round, you were going to say no anyway. All right, let's go ahead and grab an oracle card. I know that I went on a bit too long. My apologies. The algorithm is probably going to slap me. Yeah, I know. I'm used to that. Algorithm spanks me all the time. Oh well. All right. We have expression. Ooh, damn. I like this. Four of Fire. Finding your voice, bottled up emotions, and communicate. Some of you are letting loose whenever it comes to your opinion. Tell me how you really feel. You're really expressing what it is that you want and what it is that you don't want. Yeah. Some of you, this has been bottled up for quite some time, and it is just exploding out of you in that Knight of Swords could be you telling somebody what's what. All right? Literally, like, tell me how you really feel. You may be cursing this person all the way down the road as you walk away from them. All right? That's for some of you. I would love to know how this resonates with you in the comments down below, because this is a very interesting read and a very interesting week ahead read that we had. So let me know, guys, in the comments down below. And if you would like a more in-depth personal reading with me, you can always book one in the description box down below. With that in mind, take care, guys, and I will see you again here soon. Mwah. Hey everyone, thank you so much for being with me here today. Whether or not you're here for your own sign or you're cross watching for someone else, thank you guys again, as always, for liking, for subscribing, and for letting me know how and if this resonated with you in the comments down below. If you would like a more in depth personal reading with yours truly, you can always check in the description box of every video, including this one, and find the link to my Etsy store. Guys, I thank you so much for all of your love and support, and I cannot wait to see you here on the next video. But with that in mind, if you want more content, then check out these videos here or go straight to the channel. I'll see you guys again here soon. Until then, take care.